Not very nice at all. And I'm gonna be back in a minute, people. Okay, people, and we are back. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm heading towards the ship now. The cargo. Just head straight there. No, it's not very big ship. It's heading the cargo. It looks like a cargo ship due to containers. Yeah. Actually, I think the containers themselves are bigger than the ship. Unless the ship's underground. So that makes sense. Wait. What is... No, I think that's just the one. What's the one? Oh, yeah. Looks like the ship is broken apart and parts of it are underground. There's part of it, I think. Or is that a whole different boat?
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
I think that... is that a hole? I'm not sure. Well, let's start heading over to that radio tower, rather than steering. Oh, there's a little lighthouse over there.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
That's unfortunate. Okay, I seem to be heading down. Geez, that wind is just surprising me. Probably something that maybe this can be something that's just scaring me.
Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside, falling away to black, forever.
Wow, there's a lot of light going over there. There's a heading up. Oh, there's a little house surrounded by fog. I don't know, I'm probably gonna scare me because this looks a lot like it. It reminds me a lot like the movie.
Away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
What's that over there? Oh yeah, it's a radio tower. Wow. Look out into the distance. See some small islands of rocks out there.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him.
Oh, that's terrible. All your hopes and dreams caused by a disease from a goat. So the goat milk is pretty good. You can only try it if you can.
My heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I've always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Okay, now I guess we're going down here now. Guess we're going down here now. That's a long fall. Not big fun. Wait, it's not done. So what is the story going in this? I currently have no clue. Beach, rock.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
Well, one thing is, I did not know syphilis could be so dangerous. I thought it was just persistent.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
Okay. There's a lot of broken boats here. People need to learn to sailboat and all of that tiny little lighthouse over there. Or it's like a bigger lighthouse. You can actually see.
Climbing down to the cave, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It's clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Jeez, that was so good. Place. Need to go down there. Okay. Well, this is turning out to be pretty interesting. Sounds like there could be something in this cave, though. Which makes me worried.
Donnelly did not pass through the caves. From here on in, his guidance, unreliable as it is, has gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence could be drawn from rocks.
Well, I was about to say, what is it, the orange rocks? candle right here. Okay, well I think this may be a good point to stop. Okay people, thanks for watching me play Dear Esther. This is the Gamers League and tune in next time. Yeah.